a bit late to the party, but I kind of want to watch the Nintendo Direct. I just missed it. It's funny. The stream kind of froze when I woke into it. But anyway, check this out. Not so loud. Yoshi. Oh, this is a Mario game.
Let's go.
Mario Kart. Yes, people are going to be excited about that. Yeah, I guess people are gonna be excited about that. I don't know. I don't really care about Mario Kart, kinda. Okay. Mario Kart World.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
Hello, Koichi.
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright,
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
alright,
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
alright.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
I don't really care, to be honest.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart
Okay.
races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
I guess that's kind of cool.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Oh, it's an open world, okay.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first
Never
place.
cared too much for Mario Kart. Hey, Prophet.
But don't sleep at the
Me
wheel.
neither, though.
You'll also drive to the next course as
How
part of the
you doing?
competition.
Welcome back.
With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Okay. I mean,
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
I think we kind of get the point.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
I guess that's kind of cool. Anyway,
By going off-road, you can explore.
let's move
Nintendo
on.
Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess for the people that like Mario Kart, sure.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright, here we go.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
Got stuck with OpenShift
And
for
on the
3
right
days in a
Joy-Con too,
row. I'm just enjoying
we've
my
added a
days
new
off.
seat
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
I'm glad you decided to take your day off to come and watch me.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo!
Oh, that's the control. Okay.
That was you. So quick.
Alright.
Wait, no.
The voice chat?
I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get.
Come on, no.
Oh.
Okay.
Introducing Game Chat,
Game
a new
Chat,
feature for
okay.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, missed you.
With this feature,
Oh, that's
you'll be
kinda
able
cool.
to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
That's ultra cool. I'm gonna love that in Pokemon ZA.
For an adventure.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right?
He's
let's
pretty
keep going,
far.
okay?
That's pretty
It can
good.
pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Look at this. Jump on here. Alright, let's keep going. It's coming. Let's
Oh, it
make
has
a left
noise
right here. Let's make a
When
cancellation
it's
too.
noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a
Oh, okay,
bubble?
alright. Alright, it's
Okay,
good.
nice, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's okay.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family.
Chat system is
If
interesting. I
you
wonder
open
if
the
it'll be as
chat
bad
menu
as
and turn on
COD
game
lobbies.
screen sharing,
Probably.
Good job, good job.
I mean, that's a.
There
Oh
we go, there
shit!
we go.
It has a
You can
game
also share your
share?
game screen.
Did you see someone just like, go on top of that
What?
dinosaur?
Really?
Did you see that?
You guys, I just did it.
Look at that, like 2
Oh,
FPS.
shoot. Oh, ooh. Oh, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it.
What the hell was that?
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right?
Look at. Oh
Tough.
my god.
Oh, wow.
That
I'm, like,
one.
in the sky
That's
right here.
2, 5. No, that's 4
I feel like-
FPS.
Okay, we got it.
Holy
We're safe,
shit.
safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a star. That's so cute. So cute.
You can adjust
But that
the
is
size
pretty
of your
good. I
game
like
screen.
that, especially like for open world games. That's really good to know someone's location.
Like,
Where'd you go?
I'm guessing like the Fortnite players are gonna love this as
Or
well.
expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above that wall.
Oh, you
to
can
your left.
expand another person's
It's
game
just like
screen,
the
but look at
wall.
that.
She gets
That's
past
hard.
the
That's
wall.
horrendous.
I have to do a little wall ride.
Okay.
So everyone can watch them play.
No, that FPS is gonna drive me crazy if I ever.
I think we have to
Together.
try.
Welcome. Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take
But
a
that's
picture
pretty
here.
cool, though. I do like that.
Smile.
Yay.
G
yo,
pose,
that's it.
okay.
Your pose mix.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button.
Mm-hmm.
With the seat button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Chat menu. Okay.
Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay, sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more.
Hold on a second.
Actually,
I want to
guys,
go
Pull
back
up a
to.
chat menu.
So we have the mic, and we have camera. Okay, that's not bad. And well, I guess it's like an upload or something.
Oh, dang. Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay, sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more.
And speaking
and
of
there's this.
Nintendo Switch 2 camera.
By connecting this camera to the system,
Hey.
Oh shit.
Hey, what's up? Hello.
Well, that's pretty. I mean, the quality's kind of bad, but that's pretty
Hi,
cool.
How's everyone doing? Good?
you can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
That's actually really cool. I do like that.
It was good.
And people who are streaming
Here's
games
how
on the
it
go,
works
I
with just
guess.
the camera feed.
I mean, it's probably not gonna work with like V2 Studio, but
Please
That's
look
pretty
forward
cool. I
to
do
games
like
which
that.
use your camera feed like this.
Is that like 720p? It looks like. Oh, that's
Using
really
Game Chat.
friendly.
Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room.
That's cool.
Play
I
together,
do like that.
or compete in online multiplayer games.
Yeah, see, this is exactly what I was talking about. Being
Chat
able
while
to
playing
see
your personal
position, they go
favorites.
smash right there.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families.
That's cool. I like that.
All
That's a really
together,
good feature.
Anytime, anywhere. Game Chat.
That's amazing. Okay.
What did you think?
Kudos. Kudos to
In
you
developing
guys.
Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely,
Mhm.
including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
They need to work on the FPS though.
The
but
camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera,
yeah, it
which
is
will
a
be
great
available
feature.
on
Yeah.
the same day as Switch 2.
No, the issue I have
A Nintendo
is.
Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat.
Alright, now
However,
that
Since
sucks.
we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time.
No,
We
that
hope
is
you'll try it
shitty.
out.
You need a membership to use Game Chat?
Additionally, Game
Now
Chat
that's
supports
shitty.
the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be
It
adjusted.
went from like
For
super
example,
good
whether
to
parental
like
permission
super
is always
anti-friendly
required when
now.
a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
But I was about to say that,
On
you know,
Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown here,
Nope.
even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system.
oh
You
no,
can
this
share
is
a game
good.
with up to 3 other
This
systems
is
at a time.
the 3DS feature.
GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed
Ah.
earlier.
No, that's cool.
GameShare can
I'm
only
glad
be
they
used
brought
with
that back.
compatible games.
Now that's
This feature is
family
planned for
friendly,
several
but
titles, starting
if
with a
that's
free
gonna
update
be
for
again
Clubhouse Games 51
not behind the
Worldwide
Switch
Classics on
membership,
Nintendo
that's gonna
Switch.
suck. I think that's very
GameShare support
anti-consumer.
is also planned for select games exclusive
Yeah,
to
obviously
Nintendo
it's not gonna
Switch
be
2,
for every
so we
game.
hope you'll look forward
But
to it.
what I was gonna say is that I
Up
bet the
next.
camera is gonna be like something like
We'd like to show
not
you
like sold
the Nintendo
separately.
Switch 2 system
They
itself.
often do shit like that.
Please take a look.
But let's see what they say about the system. Bigger
At
screen, same
7.9
thickness.
inches,
Okay.
Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's
Mhm.
how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
Okay. High definition display.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you
Mhm.
can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Ooh. That's good. 1080p, that's good.
The screen supports up to
120
120 frames per
FPS.
second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
That's massive. That's super massive. Vivid LCD HDR
The
support.
LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing
Ah,
more
look at
contrast
that, that's
between light
beautiful.
and dark areas of the images.
That's beautiful. And magnetically
the
connect.
all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
That's kind of cool. I mean, you are gonna use a Pro controller anyway,
The
so
SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
no, that looks like a.
The left and right sticks
Or maybe
are
they're
now
gonna
larger.
say it. Right, mouse controls. Yeah, okay,
Each
that did look
Joy-Con
like.
2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls,
Wow. I wonder if it supports keyboard then
By
too.
adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice.
It has a built-in microphone.
That's beautiful. I
so
like what
you
I'm
can
seeing
voice
design
chat
so
with
far. Yeah,
friends
me too.
anytime via
I'm liking
game
this
chat.
as well.
It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
That's good. 3D audio gives a
Even
sense
if
of
you don't have a
space.
surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
All right, well, we'll have to wait to see that in actual use because this can be, you know, edited and whatever.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You
Finally,
can move it freely, like this.
because the one for the Switch kind of sucks. 2 USB-C
In
ports.
addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
That's good for,
It's handy for connecting
yeah,
a
I'm
USB-C
about to say.
camera
and like other capture
or
cards.
charging in tabletop mode.
But then they might have it on the dock too, so it's larger, faster storage.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
Now
8
that's
times
massive.
that of Nintendo Switch.
Holy
for
shit,
storing your game
finally.
downloads, save data, and more.
Finally, that's
Reading and writing
massive.
data
That's a
is
massive
also
W.
faster.
New dock 4K support.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution
HDMI,
for compatible
LAN,
games.
battery. Okay, that's
HDR
pretty good.
is also supported in TV mode.
Damn. Fan for ventilation, powerful. Oh, this
The
is
Nintendo
necessary.
Switch 2
Okay.
dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
That's massive because the Switch dock kind of sucks. My Switch is burning like a radiator, dude.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Finally, a good backwards compatibility. I was kind of getting worried they might lock that to the membership, the expansion pass, because that shit is a scam. But that's a huge W. Huge W.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features.
I love what I'm
To
seeing
help
so far.
players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello.
Hello.
My current location is actually inside the game itself.
A VR?
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour,
Oh,
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
you know what this reminds me of?
There are a lot of question mark icons
I
here.
guess for like
Let's
people
examine
who
them.
don't remember, like in the early 2000s, the
This sign
PlayStation
reads,
3,
"Where
like the
are
fat
the
one,
magnets?"
they had this mode
Joy-Con 2
that you can go
controllers attached to
online.
the
It has like
system with magnets. And
like
those
the
magnets are
PlayStation
inside
Mall
the
where you
system.
can meet everyone and stuff like that,
The
and just
SL
hang
and
out. You
SR
like
buttons on
play
the
like
Joy-Con
side
2 are made of
games or
metal,
communicate with people.
so that's how they attach
But this is
to
what
the
that
system.
reminds me of, kinda, sorta.
A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
But it seems like this is like the tutorial. They could have just put this in the book rather than making a game.
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this.
That's huge. I
You can
love
adjust
that.
the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By
I love
combining the
that.
mouse controls
That
and
feature, the
gyroscopes,
mouse.
things like this are possible.
If it works
There are
with
secrets to
keyboard,
discover
this will be
even as you're
massive.
playing mini-games and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will
Because
launch as a
one of
paid
the things
digital
I
game
love
on the
with
same day as
the
Nintendo Switch 2.
Nintendo, because my
So
sister,
please
she
check
had
it
like a
out if you're
Wii,
interested.
Nintendo Wii, and I love that. Exercising and
Now, I'd
everything,
like
and
to
then they
share
made the
some more
Wii U, which is
information
kind of
regarding
crappy.
Nintendo Switch 2.
But like that gives you that kind of feel.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Okay.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Alright. I buy my games
Next up
digitally.
is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different
that's
type
cool.
of SD card and will make
256
high-speed data transfers
internal
possible.
system memory, and then another 256 micro
Please note
SD.
that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Oh, well, that's kind of a shame, but I
Additionally,
use
to
SanDisk
transfer
anyway.
data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature.
That's good.
With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller.
No one's gonna
It
buy
has a C
this.
button, which launches Game Chat, and
People
on the
are gonna
back,
go on
there are new
Amazon and buy a
GL
turbo
and GR
controller.
buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three
Okay,
of
so
us
far
will
not
talk
seeing any
about the
red flags.
development of
The red
Nintendo
flag
Switch
for
2.
me is the
We
game
hope you'll
chat.
check that out as well.
That you need the Nintendo membership for that. I don't
And
like that
now,
at all.
the
That's a
Nintendo
red
Switch
flag
2
for me.
launch date.
Because if you have to like,
Nintendo Switch 2
let me pause the
launches
video
on
for a
June.
second. I mean, if you have to like you have to pay like, what is it, $20 a month? Or no, it's a year, right? And you can only use the game chat if you have a membership. That sucks that you can't like do that like locally or something. Like, let's say like we're in like a hotel or whatever. I'm in one room, you're in the other room. I don't want to come into you or whatever. You don't want to, you want to stay there and just play on the TV, right? And then you can just play together, or like, let's say you got people at your house on like right next door or something. You can connect locally, but like, why would I want to pay like extra money for that? I mean, well, it depends, right? I just don't like mounting subscriptions. I'm kind of
June 5th.
conservative or cheap.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all
But
get
I
to
think for
experience
me,
it,
that's
so
kind of
please
an
wait
L.
just a bit longer.
I like the feature and what it's capable of, but I don't like
Now, broadly speaking,
I don't like
on Nintendo
paying
Switch
for
2,
that. I kind
you
of
can
wish that
play
was free.
3 types of games.
3 types of
The
games.
first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Okay. On the Switch
These
2.
games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2.
Then the Switch
The
1.
second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
I
Nintendo
think
Switch
having
2 edition
unlocked via
games are the
subscription
third type.
sucks, but I use Discord. Yeah, I
Some
mean,
games
that's
that were
another thing,
released
right?
on
People are just
Switch
gonna
will
use
receive
Discord,
upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2,
which
and
again,
more.
why I think that, you know,
Now,
it should be
I'd
free
like to show you
still.
the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition,
Please take a look.
the third type of game, okay. What's the difference?
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up
Yeah,
is
no
Mario
one's gonna
Party
be using
mode.
that camera. Look at the
With a
quality.
single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions
I wonder
and
if you
emotions
can,
in real time.
instead of using the
Or
Nintendo
4
Switch
friends can take
camera,
the party
if you can just like
online.
get a camera again from like Amazon or something, or like an old webcam that has like better,
Up next, it's
better
Bowser
quality,
Live, a mode
so
where the
long as it
live
has
player
like a
team wins.
USB-C, or I guess you could use a
Bowser will
USB-C
bring you on
adapter,
stage too.
and if that would work,
Hit
because look at
blocks
that
to
camera.
collect the most coins.
It's
Guide an
functional,
RC car
but
with your voice.
I just don't like it.
And compete in other mini games
Especially
using
like the
full
cutout.
body movement and sound. Finally, Take a ride on the mouse-controlled Carnival Coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin.
I hope
There's
that's
a bouldering
very
game where
poor
2
quality.
players each
I
control
mean,
an arm. And
kinda
one
is.
where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
that's like a what? I mean, it's a
Enjoy the
7. It
thrill
looks like
of
a
these
720,
intuitive
right?
minigames.
720p
How
camera.
quickly can
So,
you reach the station? From minigames that
but
use
it just
a
looks like
camera,
one of those Zoom
the
calls.
built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
So they haven't really explained what the 2 edition is.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Of course, you have to pay for it. So just pay
Please look forward to a new Mario
improvements.
Party experience.
I
where
wonder
you
how
can
much
see
that's
each
gonna
other's
cost.
reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Ooh, Zelda Breath of the
Nintendo
Wild.
Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
That's really good. Okay.
Plus,
But
you can
it
get
really
even more
does
out of
suck
your adventures in Hyrule
that you have to
using
pay to
Zelda
upgrade
Notes.
because the game, the base games these days are
This
like
new
what?
feature can be accessed
70,
via the Nintendo Switch app
$75.
on smart devices.
And then this is probably gonna cost like
It's a
another
game-specific service that's
30-something
exclusive to the
dollars on top
Switch
of
2
that to
editions of
upgrade.
these titles.
Plus
For
the
example,
Nintendo Switch
it can help
subscription.
guide you
That
to
kind
various
of
locations,
nah.
like shrines and Koroks you haven't
I
found
hate it
yet.
how companies these days
Guidance
try to nickel and
activated.
dime you for everything.
Proceed north.
It's funny.
Or
GPS in
you
Legend
can
of
share your
Zelda.
creations
This is
using
what I need
QR
in Elden
codes
Ring
and send them to
sometimes.
another player to create in their game.
And then you can send stuff to other players. I guess that's kind of cool.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
I don't think so. Unfortunately.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
For real, GPS would be heavenly.
This story takes
right.
place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Now this is a game I've kind of been waiting for.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Ooh, nice. So I'm definitely using mouse and
You
keyboard.
can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames
1080p
per
at
second.
120 Yeah,
Choose
that's
from these
the
two
preferred
modes,
one,
both
right?
of which
Performance.
support HDR, based on your preference
I think
and
4K
playstyle.
is gonna suck on the Switch too.
Plus,
Oh, here we go.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later
Another
this
game I'm
year,
excited
will
for.
not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2,
Mega
you can enjoy your adventure
Ampharos.
in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Oh,
The
that's
Nintendo
it.
Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
Alright.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
I hate that
We hope you're looking
that's a
forward to
scam,
these
just like
Nintendo Switch 2
the
edition
expansion
games.
packs.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
Okay. What's this game?
Please take a look.
Oh, we're DJing? Or not? Wheelchair? Extreme sports? What is this? A wheelchair Rocket League? Drag X Drive? Alright, the FPS there is kinda a little low, but handicap sports. Well, I mean, I guess it's cool in a sense. I have like massive respect for a lot of these people who can actually do sports while handicapped. It's crazy. So I guess it's kind of nice to see a game for them at least once in a while, but I don't see anyone really playing this game a lot.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves.
Especially since it's like,
we hope you're looking
I don't know,
forward to a new
basketball.
twist on 3-on-3 matches.
But then again, there are like a lot of sports fans, but then those fans are like what?
Next, here are some
EA?
games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, what we got?
I have long observed the lands between.
Holy shit. Speaking of
world
GPS,
is a
and the
dying
game I'm frogging right now.
You can see them,
Elden Ring coming to Switch
the
2.
ways of grace that guide you through your burden.
And there goes the one I just beat not too long ago.
I have
Alright, there
no
are some
doubt
FPS drops, but
you
that's
will become
massive. What the
Elden
fuck?
Lord. May you take the throne.
That's huge. That's a massive W. No, that's huge. That's huge.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch
Okay,
2.
Hades 2
Our
coming.
first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play
It's a
whether you're
galactic W.
experienced with the
Hell
original or
yeah.
not. Look for more about
It's
Hades
funny
2
seeing it though.
later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイ
Street
ター
Fighter
6です
6.
本体
I
と持ち寄
guess.
せの対戦はもちろん、任天堂
I mean,
スイ
Street
ッチ2だけ
Fighter
の
6
新
kind
モー
of
ド
has
もあ
its
ります。
problems.
ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26
But
キ
it
ャラ
is
クターを
nice
収
to
録
see
した Gears 1
some of the console games like on PS3,
さ
not
らにゲー
PS3,
ムと連動する
PS5 now or 4,
アミーボカー
whatever,
ドも一緒にスイッチ2の
coming
発
to
売
the
日にお
Switch.
届けします
Switch is
お楽し
catching
みに
up. What else we got?
Initiating arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed.
Oh, is this an
All
Armored Core
operating at
game?
normal levels. Testing data link with spine.
No.
Normal.
Is this Mecha
Commencing
Break?
launch.
No, it looks like Xenoblade Chronicles.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally
No, it can't be. It looks like,
liberated
holy shit.
from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
No, anime.
This planet will be ours.
Is this
The
Daemon
Sovereign
X
Axiom.
Machina, maybe?
The Trinitas has
It
almost
looks like
completed
it.
a weapon that was created.
It has like this, yeah. Oh shit. Daemon X Machina too.
War. Don't you get it? I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! Oh,
Yeah.
children,
Daemon
bring
X
hope to
Machina,
our
Titanic
lives,
Scion. Okay.
don't they?
Okay. September 5th. Alright.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight.
The
I'm
ghost
super
himself.
excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy.
I kind of want to try this game.
Own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break
I
free.
need to buy
Let me tell you this.
some extra cards though, so I have like no storage on my computer.
And of course,
Too
you'll
many
be able to play
gigabytes.
Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
But this is good. I might buy it for the Switch.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world.
Oh boy,
both on the pitch
EA
and
Sports.
on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
We'll pass.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts
Ooh,
Legacy
Hogwarts
to Nintendo
Legacy.
Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and
Wait a
seamless
minute,
world
wasn't this already
transitions,
on the Switch though?
You'll be immersed in the Wizarding World like never before.
I think this was. I know it's on
And the new mouse
console and
controls on
Steam,
Switch 2
but I
give
thought
you
this was
even
on
more
Switch
ways
already.
to experience the adventure.
God damn.
Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Alright. For the Tony Hawk Pro Skater lovers. I miss skateboarding though. I used to do that so much when I was younger. Even though I was like never good at it, but it was fun. A few moments later. Okay.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO
IO
Interactive.
Interactive.
We are bringing our flagship title,
Hitman.
Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
.007. Oh shit. Okay, that's another W. Golden Sun.
James
Okay, now.
Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Project 007. Alright, something to look forward to.
The
Square
story of
Enix,
light and
okay.
shadow that never fades is reborn.
What is that, Final Fantasy 9? No, a Bravely Default.
Returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements.
Alright.
And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山
龍が
です。
如く。
我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地をめぐる争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
In collaboration with Nintendo. Aren't you guys Nintendo? Are you collaborating with yourselves? Zelda?
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who
Is this
dwelled on
another
the
Breath of the
surface,
Wild DC?
their union led
It
to
looks
a
like
great
it,
and
right?
prosperous kingdom.
Is that?
But in time,
Yeah, that's Ganondorf right there.
terrible evil
Okay, what is
arose.
this?
A war has fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
Well, you play as Zelda, okay.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Okay, yeah. That's a lot of enemies. No, this isn't Zelda. I mean, it is Zelda, but... this looks to me like Hyrule Warriors, kind of, ish. So I just saw like a... yeah. It is a Hyrule Warriors. I'm not a fan of a Warriors game. Nah, that's mid for me.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo.
Oh.
We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
I think that just should have been another DLC for Breath of the Wild, but okay.
You can continue to enjoy
Speaking of
Nintendo Switch
scams,
Online
there goes
on
the
Switch
expansion
2.
pack.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack,
I feel sorry for anyone who
you can
buys
enjoy
this.
a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please
45
take a look
fucking
at this.
dollars, and then on top of that, $60, $20 for the subscription. Oh, GameCube.
Nintendo
Okay.
Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch.
What do we
a
got?
Legend of Zelda game that looks like
Wind
a
Waker,
cartoon come
okay.
to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The
That was
Legend
an
of
okay
Zelda,
game when
The
I
Wind
played
Waker.
it.
Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls
Soul
and
Calibur
swords
2.
eternally retold.
Alright.
In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a
I'm not
different
gonna lie,
weapon,
I love Soul
and Link
Calibur.
from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per
F-Zero.
hour.
Alright,
30
GX.
machines
No,
put
this
it
was...
all on the line in
That's
death-defying
good.
races.
That's a classic. That's
Featuring
well
the
loved.
series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
That's
Enjoy
cool.
these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
That's good too.
More titles will be added in the future.
Path of Radiance, XD, Pokemon. Holy shit. Pokemon Coliseum.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classic will be added in.
So Sunshine, Path of Radiance is huge. That's huge. Fucking shit. It's locked behind the fucking expansion pack. I hate when they do that.
In the future.
Strikers, Chibi Robo, Luigi's Mansion, whatever.
Nintendo GameCube,
Oh,
Nintendo Classics,
Path of Radiance
the
is
Switch
so
2
good.
exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack launches the same day as the hardware's release.
I hate that.
And a dedicated controller designed
Because
after the
Blazing
original
Blade
GameCube
is also
controller
in
will also be released.
expansion pack too.
It can connect wirelessly.
Those are my two
and
favorite
also
games
has
in
a
Fire
C
Emblem.
button to quickly access Game Chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively
L.
available for
That's an
Nintendo
L for
Switch
me.
Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
It's funny, I didn't see
you can continue to play
Melee.
select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development
Luck
partners.
behind expansions are dry, but it is. It is. It really is. Undertale. Oh, Deltarune. Okay. Chapters 1 through 4. Undertale's parallel story. I never played Deltarune. I did play it. I vaguely remember playing Undertale. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I hate expansion packs. I really do. Especially, oh my god, when you consider that the family account, because the family account is like 70 something fucking dollars. Then you got the expansion pack, which is like 45 something. Then you have the, well, it's the regular subscription is like 20 something a year, right? And now you gotta like upgrade to games.
We're still in development.
Fucking nickel and
already
diming.
the most ambitious Borderlands game we've
Really
ever
hate
made.
that.
Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
I feel that if you
Hi,
buy a
I'm Dennis Scherf
subscription
from
to the
Firaxis
membership in Nintendo, you should just get everything right then and there,
Of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll
rather than
establish an
having to
empire
buy
and
like
guide your people
individual
throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse
individual
controls,
items
players can enjoy a
for
more
the same
intuitive
shit.
gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same
Like
day as
even
Switch
if
2.
because the subscription is just the basic going online, right?
Mouse controls on Switch 2
And that's
by
basically
purchasing
it.
the
And
upgrade.
then now it's gonna give you the game chat to talk that
And we
nobody's gonna
have
use.
Even more news from 2K.
But then like, you know, why not
Hi,
just
I'm Lionel Jinx.
buy the subscription, even if you have
Our
to
final
raise it to
announcement
like
for today
maybe
is
okay,
that
so like
WWE
$50 a
2K
year.
It's coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I guess similar to like the
NBA 2K as
PlayStation or
well.
whatever, and then they just give
We
you
can't wait
everything.
to
They
see
give
you
you
in
the
the ring
expansion
and
pass. They
on the
give you the online chat. They give you like the family package as well, and so on and so forth. Right? Just give you everything. Pay one subscription, give you everything, and then that's it. People will enjoy a lot more. Like I really wonder what goes through people's mind when they buy these expansions. I mean, sure, it's for the kids and whatever, but like, you know, well, I'm kind of I'm like ultra conservative with this stuff. I don't like subscriptions, but you know, you want to support the game and the developers and whatever, but at the same time, you know, you kind of, it really just sucks. Feel like I'm about to play after this Final
I'm Dave
Fantasy.
Crooks from
Oh
Dodge Roll.
shit, Dodge Roll.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike
Okay,
shooter
cool.
sequel.
Yeah,
Now
like,
reloaded in a
I hate it
new
when
art
company,
style.
because like Final Fantasy 14,
can
right?
expect
I'm
some
about to play
fan-favorite
Final
elements to
Fantasy
return.
14
We're still working
for a
on the game.
bit to catch
We're
up on
excited
like the
to share
MSQ
more
and
in
check
the
out
future.
what's new and stuff like that. But like, when you consider the game, because like I pay quarterly, well, I paid for 1 month, so, but like I used to do like quarterly, which is like 45 something, and then like you have that, and then a lot of the stuff you get with the subscription is not really worth it, because then you have to buy the additional DLC packs. Then you have to, like, they have shit on the online store, which is like vastly super expensive, and I feel sorry for anyone who does buy stuff from the online store, right? When it comes to certain things, it's like $20 for like a fucking costume, or like $5 for an emo, especially like if it's like a seasonal, you missed it or whatever. That kind of really sucks, right? And then you consider the fact that the item you're buying from the online store, it's like account
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from
account
Celebrate Thread.
linked,
We are
and
delighted to
oh
bring
shit,
the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time.
2077.
Cyberpunk 2077 is an open world
Another one of my
action-adventure
favorite games.
RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the
But yeah,
city of
when
dreams
you
at home
when you
or on
buy
the go.
something from like the online
Get ready to
store,
meet
it's like,
unforgettable
you know,
characters
it's
and
account
discover
locked,
engaging
and then on
stories
further that has
as
like further
Cyberpunk
restriction to like a
2077
character lock.
Ultimate Edition comes to
Like you
Nintendo
can't,
Switch
you can
2
make multiple
on
characters in one account, but the item you're buying only goes to one character.
スクエアエニックスの
Meanwhile, there's
山口で
some
す。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインタ
Okay,
ーグ
this
レ
is
ードを
kind of huge for
発売
me.
いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描い
I
た
mean, I already have
三部
this on
作シリーズ
PC,
の
but this
一
is
作目
really
とな
good.
る
I love
20
Final
年以
Fantasy
上の
VII.
時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を
I still gotta
体
play
験いただきます
Rebirth. But anyway, yeah, you buy some stuff on the store and then like you can't even equip it to like all of your characters. It's just one item sent to one character. Meanwhile, there are other items that are just like account wide that you can just share across all your characters. I hate that. That's just absolutely stupid. Kunuchigami, Path of the Goddess. Oh, Silk Song. A lot of players are gonna be happy about this. Hollow Knight Silk Song. That's massive. That's a universal W. Congratulations, Silk Song lovers. Wild Parts S. Witchbrook. Oh, I saw this in the last direct. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tetris 2S. Rune Factory. Cosmic Invasion. Star Wars Outlaws. Oh, that's an L. Dynasty Warriors. No, Nobunaga's Ambition. Okay. Fast Fusion. I kind of miss, for the PSP, Wipeout Pure. That used to be Raiden Remastered. That used to be a really good game, just to kill time. Somniphos, Reanimal, the PSP, Fortnite, obviously. We have to mention this on the Lego version. Ridge Racer and Professor Layton. Okay, you're really hitting you with some nostalgia. Human Fall Flat 2. Anything else? No? Alright.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
Okay.
Please take a look.
What is it? Oh, is this a new Souls game?
I give you my blood. I
It
give
looks
you
like it.
my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight,
A Night of Moonlight. Is it Castlevania?
to humanity's very dusk.
No, it looks like a From Software game. Having playing Elden Ring, these graphics look like From Software, so maybe it's a Souls. Okay, yeah, my suspicion is right. Where are we, in London? Yeah, it looks like a Souls, even the music. back? Okay. A modern... Unless it's like Elden Ring DLC extra. Vampire-esque. Okay. Giant frog with teeth. I guess that's the summoning.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Seeing this guy with the cape reminds me of Blythe. For whatever reason. I think it's just the cape. Is it Elden Ring? New weapons? New DLC?
Tears will flow for one. And one alone.
The Dustbloods? Okay, so it's not an Elden Ring. Or is it? And that's just the title. Okay, there's a rat. 2026. Okay, so the game is called The Dustbloods.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available.
On April 4th.
That's
That's
all
in
from
2
our
days.
publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our
I may have
publishing
to
and
count
development
that
partners
ASAP.
who prepared footage for this
I'm
presentation.
gonna have to speed up my Elden Ring progress. I still got to do the main game and then the 2 DLCs.
In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
But before I do that, I need to get more storage. I gotta buy some extra RAM. It's like I'm nearing my limit. Is it Kirby? It looks like it. Yeah. A new Smash title, maybe? But then we see Mario. Oh, I could have swore Ultimate was the last title Sakurai was working on. Okay. There's no envelope, so I guess not. Is he going to Mario Kart? Kirby Air Ride? Air Riders? Okay, that's an L. I can pass on that. Speaking of Sakurai, why are you developing a Kirby race
Air
ride?
Ride, which originally
And not
released on the
another
Nintendo
Smash.
GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Okay. What is this, like a Psychonauts? It looks like it, kinda. In God Isle? Is Donkey Kong? Yeah. So, real talk, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Donkey Kong's new design. I mean, for one, it's kind of creepy compared to like the original design for like the N64 or whatever. But like, it's a little too cartoony for me. I mean, I know they're thinking about like the modern audiences, like the kids and stuff, but yeah, I mean, look at that. I don't like the design a lot at all. I don't know how time flies. I am old, so kinda. Donkey Kong by Manza. Yeah, too cartoony for
That
it
was a
is.
brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong.
I don't like how
called
they
Donkey Kong
take
Bonanza. With
older
incredible
mascots
strength,
and whatever, and
smash
then they
through
revamp
enemies,
them to like
walls,
cartoony-ish,
the ground, and just about everything as you demolish
or
your
make
way
them
through
like
a
look
massive underground world.
like overly
More details
silly,
will be shared in the
or
future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
like look at that. I don't know.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Oh, this year.
Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
I don't know about that.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
I mean, they're always gonna release a.
We've
they're
covered a
always
lot of
gonna release a
information,
Mario game.
but that's all
with
we
the
have to
Switch.
share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2. We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, that's it. I asked. That's it. So yeah, I mean, I guess to recap, right? I do like this is, I think, one of the good highlights, the game chat. Again, people are going to be using Discord anyway, but the fact that you have to do membership for this is absolutely insane to me. You know, bringing back like some of the DS features that you can just multi-share with like one system. I mean, it's cool and whatever. I do like everything else though. Like the bigger screen, more pixels for 1080p, more FPS. You know, the LCD HDR support. The magnetic is whatever. Like, you know, people are still going to be using Turbo Controller. I do like the mouse feature though. I think that's interesting. If it goes with keyboard, this will be really nice. Especially like in some games, how you can just like adjust the controls in game. I think that's a huge W. Right? But again, no one's really gonna be using the Joy-Con anyway. The sound is to be seen. Like, it's cool how they have the mic with like noise cancellation and everything. The spatial audios remain to be seen. That's okay. The USB, it's whatever. Again, it's for the camera and maybe other stuff. The camera is whatever too. This is probably going to be sold separately because in the end, it didn't really show. If it was included or whatever, it doesn't really stay, but most times, you know, I think that that's just going to be a separate accessory as they're usually to do. This is huge, the extra storage, especially when you top that with like the SD cards. That's a lot. The dock is awesome as well. Obviously, it has like the ACD, HDMI, the LAN. The fan is awesome. That's the intake and the outtake. That's really good. Because like the Switch One dock kind of sucks. It's backwards compatible. I don't like, however, even though like it's backwards compatible, I do not like the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which basically makes you purchase, I guess, like a paid upgrade or whatever, which is probably going to be like $30 something on top of whatever the original game is, unless you buy the original game. You know, but I guess that's fine and whatever. As for the games, you know, I think it's cool. The expansion pass I'm always going to hate. Like all the time, every time, especially since like fucking Path of Radiance is here. And then XD and Coliseum. Man. But it is what it is. However, this is interesting. What was it called? The Dust Bloods. This is interesting. I might get this actually. Put that on my wish list when the Switch 2 comes out. And Kirby, that just sucks. I think it was good. I think overall the Switch, it was good. The Switch 2 Direct.